Jim McIsaac, Getty ImagesWe're about a month away from spring training, which means it's time to start talking actual baseball. Multiple impact players remain on the free agent market. Bryce Harper, Manny Machado et al. Will eventually sign and shift the MLB landscape. But if the season started today, what would each team's starting lineup look like? That's the question we'll attempt to answer, setting unsigned players aside. Feel free to insert your free agent, or agents, of choice. Norm Hall, Getty Images. David Peralta 2B, Kettle Mart 1B, Jake Lambert, Steven Souza Jr. 3B, Eduardo Escobar, Snick AHMEDC, Alex Avila, Jared Dyson. Pitcher, the Arizona Diamondbacks sent Paul Goldschmidt to the St. Louis Cardinals in a trade, leaving a gaping hole in the middle of their lineup. They don't have anyone who can fill said hole, which means their offense will be suspect. That said, they've got a nice balance of power and speed up and down the lineup. If Steven Souza Jr. and Jake Lamb rebound from injury-shortened years, the Snakes could get enough production to be a sneaky contender in the National League West. Lince Ladke, Associated Press. Ronald Acuna Jr. 2B, Ozzy Albies 1B, Freddie Freeman 3B, Josh Donaldson CF, Ender Inciarder, Fatim Duval, Stansby Swanson, Tyler Flowers. Pitcher, the Atlanta Braves rolled the dice by handing third baseman Josh Donaldson a one-year, $23 million contract. If it works out, he'll be a veteran anchor for a youthful lineup. If it doesn't, he'll be an expensive 33-year-old albatross on an otherwise up-and-coming team. Either way, the defending National League East champs can look toward the future with optimism as long as they employ burgeoning superstars such as Ronald Acuna Jr. and Ozzy Albies. Rob Carr, Getty ImagesWe're. Trey Mancinas, Jonathan VR1B, Chris Davis DH, Mark Trumbo 3B, Renato Nunes, Joey Rickard CF, Cedric Mullin SC, Austin Wins 2B, Steve Wilkerson. The Baltimore Orioles are lurching into an overdue rebuild after a disastrous 115-loss season. Buckle up, O's fans, it's about to get ugly. Soon, Baltimore will have to make a decision on Chris Davis, who hit .168 last season and is owed $23 million annually through 2022. Unless he's got an unexpected renaissance in him, the 32-year-old may soon get paid to stay home. Mostly, the Orioles will have to endure a lot of losing before they're relevant again in the American League East. Billy Weiss, Boston Red Sox, Getty ImagesWe're. Mookie Betts, Andrew Benintendi 1B, Mitch Moreland, J.D. Martinez, Xander Bogaerts 3B, Rafael Devers 2B, Eduardo Nunes, Sandy Leon CF, Jackie Bradley Jr. The Boston Red Sox will attempt to defend their 2018 World Series title with the combination of reigning American League MVP Mookie Betts and slugging designated hitter J.D. Martinez anchoring the lineup. They'll also hope for the healthy return of veteran second baseman Dustin Pedroia, who played just 3 games in 2018 because of a knee injury. Assuming Pedroia isn't ready by opening day, the Sox can lean on a combination of the speedy, versatile Eduardo Nunez and Brock Holt. Dylan Buell, Getty Images. Javier Baez 3B, Chris Bryant 1B, Anthony Rizzo, Wilson Contreras LF, Kyle Schwarber 2B, Ben Zobrist CF, Albert Almora Jr. RF Jason Hayward. Pitcher, the Chicago Cubs lurk as dark horse suitors for outfielder Bryce Harper, according to The Athletic's Ken Rosenthal. Assuming they don't make a move of that magnitude, the Cubbies still have a formidable lineup. Javier Baez was the National League MVP runner-up in 2018 and is on the doorstep of superstardom. Chris Bryant and Anthony Rizzo provide a strong 1-2 punch. The National League Central is a competitive division with the Milwaukee Brewers looking to improve on last season's National League Championship Series appearance, and the St. Louis Cardinals reloading for a run, but Chicago has the bats to compete with anyone. Ezra Shaw, Getty Images 2B, Yoan Moncada, Eloy Jimenez 1B, Jose Abreu, Yonder Alonso, Fleury Garcia, Wellington Castillo 3B, Yolmer Songe CSS, Tim Anderson CF, Adam Engel. The Chicago White Sox have featured in countless rumors regarding top free agents Bryce Harper and Manny Machado, including this one from Barry Rosner of the Daily Herald. Either or both players would accelerate the Sox's rebuild. Even without them, however, Chicago has an enviable collection of young talent that could propel it to contention in the weak, winnable American League Central. If not, look for veteran first baseman and impending free agent Jose Abreu to be on the trading block by July. Kirk Irwin, Getty Images CF Scott Schebler's Jose Peraza 2B Scooter Jeanette 1B Joey Vitola Matt Kemp 3B Eugenio Suarez Ref Yasiel Puigc Tucker Barnhart. Picture the Cincinnati Reds accelerated their rebuild when they acquired outfielders Yasiel Puig and Matt Kemp as well as left-hander Alex Wood from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, they need to integrate Puig and Kemp into an outfield mix that includes Scott Schebler and Jesse Winker as well as top prospect Nick Senzel. Unless more trades or signings are forthcoming, Cincinnati will have some sorting out to do in spring training. Paul Sancia, Associated Press Francisco Lindor 3B Jose Ramirez Carlos Santana 2B Jason Kipnis 1B Jake Bowers RF Tyler Naquin CF Leonys Martink Roberto Perez Ulf Jordan Luplow. Cleveland Indians could use help in the outfield after Michael Brantley walked via free agency. That said, they ply their trade in a weak division and have a potent twosome in shortstop Francisco Lindor and third baseman Jose Ramirez. They need second baseman Jason Kipnis to rebound or to sign a replacement at the Keystone Sack, but Cleveland boasts enough firepower to compete. Ralph Fresso, Getty Images CF Charlie Blackmon 1B Daniel Murphy 3B Nolan Arenadorf David Dahl Trevor Storyalfie and Desmond DC Chris Iannetta 2B Brendan Rodgers. Pitcher the Colorado Rockies will aim for a third straight playoff appearance in 2018 after signing Daniel Murphy to join a lineup centered around center fielder Charlie Blackmon and third baseman Nolan Arenado, who is entering his contract year. Top prospect Brendan Rodgers could win a job out of spring training to replace second baseman DJ LeMahieu, who signed a two-year, $24 million pact with the New York Yankees. Ryan McMahon and Garrett Hampson are also in the middle infield mix. Carlos Osorio, Associated Press CF Jacoby Jones 3B Jeimer Candelario Orf Nicholas Castellanos 1B Miguel Cabrera 2B Nico Goodrum John Hicks Ilf Kristen Stewart C Grayson Grinders Jordy Mercer. The Detroit Tigers have been predictably quiet this offseason as they continue a much-needed rebuild. They don't have many tradable assets on the roster, and that includes Miguel Cabrera. The future Hall of Famer is owed $30 million or more each season through at least 2023 and will be a financial drag in perpetuity. In the meantime, Detroit fans should prepare for a protracted run of painful losing and embrace the attendant high draft picks. Elsa, Getty Images CF George Springer 3B Alex Bregman 2B Jose Altuve Carlos Correa 1B Yuli Grelf Michael Brantley Josh Reddick DH Tyler Whitlock Robinson Chirinos. Houston Astros plugged a significant hole by signing outfielder Michael Brantley. They're hoping for the healthy return of third baseman Alex Bregman, who underwent arthroscopic elbow surgery Friday. Other than that, the Astros will bank on further excellence from second baseman Jose Altuve, the continued development of center fielder George Springer and a leap forward by shortstop Carlos Correa as they seek to regain supremacy in the junior circuit. Justin K. Aller, Getty Images 2B Whitmer Fields Adalberto Montesilva Alex Gordon Salvador Perez 1B Ryan O'Hearn Jorge Soler 3B Hunter Dozier Jorge Bonifacio Billy Hamilton. Other than speedy, light-hitting outfielder Billy Hamilton, the Kansas City Royals have made no meaningful upgrades this offseason. Instead, they're moving toward a rebuild with veterans Alex Gordon and Salvador Perez serving as reminders of the 2014-15 glory days when the Royals won a pair of pennants and a World Series. Those days, sadly, are over. Greg Fume, Getty Images Ref Paul Calhoun CF Mike Trout Justin Upton Albert Pujol Sandrelton Simmons 1B Justin Bohr 3B Zach Hose RTC Jonathan Lucroy 2B David Fletcher. The Los Angeles Angels are trying to build a playoff-caliber lineup around Mike Trout before their franchise star hits free agency after the 2020 season. They've plugged their hole at catcher by signing veteran Jonathan Lucroy but could use an upgrade at second base. Albert Pujols, who's entering his age 39 season and is owed $87 million through 2021, remains an unmovable albatross. J.C. Hong, Associated Press. Jock Pedersen's Corey Seager 3B, Justin Turner CF, Cody Bellinger 1B, Max Muncy RF, Chris Taylor, Russell Martin 2B, Enrique Hernandez. Pitcher. The Los Angeles Dodgers addressed their catching situation by reuniting with Russell Martin via a trade with the Toronto Blue Jays. They could use depth in the outfield after dealing Matt Kemp and Yasiel Puig to the Reds and seem like a match for glitzy free agent Bryce Harper. Even if they make no further moves, they'll benefit from the return of star shortstop Corey Seager from Tommy John surgery. Toru Takahashi, Associated Press. RF, Magnera Sierra 3B, Brian Anderson JT. Real Muto 1B, Peter O'Brien 2B, Starlin Castro CF, Lewis Brinson of Austin Deans JT. Riddle pitcher assuming he isn't dealt prior to opening day, JT. Real Muto will be the centerpiece of the Miami Marlins young lineup. Second baseman Starlin Castro could also be on the trading block if there are takers. After that, it's a hodgepodge of up-and-comers who will get every opportunity to prove themselves on a team that's likely to lose 100-plus games. Buckle up, Fish faithful. It's going to be a long, choppy season in South Beach. Dylan Buell, Getty Images CF, Lorenzo Cain RF, Christian Yelich, Ryan Braun 3B, Travis Shaw 1B, Jesus Aguilar, Yasmani Grandals, Orlando Archer 2B, Hernan Perez. Pitcher. The Milwaukee Brewers upgraded their offense and filled a notable hole by agreeing to sign catcher Yasmani Grandal to a one-year, $18.3 million deal, per Tim Brown of Yahoo Sports. They'll hope for more good things from center fielder Lorenzo Cain and reigning NL MVP Christian Yelich atop the lineup. In all, the Brew Crew have the bats to get back to the postseason and possibly advance past Game 7 of the NLCS, which is where they left off in 2018. Hannah Fazlin, Getty Images, Feddy Rosarios, Jorge Polanco 3B, Miguel Sano, Nelson Cruz 1B, CJ Cron Ref, Max Kepler 2B, Jonathan Scoop PC, Jason Castro CF, Byron Buxton. The Minnesota Twins added much-needed power and veteran cash when they signed slugging designated hitter Nelson Cruz. Likewise, the signings of first baseman CJ Cron and second baseman Jonathan Scope should bolster the offense. The Twinkies will also cross their fingers for bounce-backs from Miguel Sano and Byron Buxton, both of whom possess notable talent but regressed in 2018. Richard Drew, Associated Press. RF, Brandon Nimmo 2B, Jed Lowry 1B, Robinson Cano, Michael Conforto 3B, Todd Frazier, Wilson Ramos and Rosario CF. Juan Lagares. Pitcher. The New York Mets acquired Robinson Cano via trade this offseason and agreed to sign Jed Lowry, per Jeff Passan of ESPN.com, creating a possible logjam in the infield. Assuming the Mets are willing to push aside young Dominic Smith, they could slide Cano to first base and slot Lowry at second. Given their obvious desire to win now as opposed to retooling or rebuilding, that seems like the course they'll take initially. Tim Bradbury, Getty Images, Brett Gardner of Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton CF, Aaron Hicks, Gary Sanchez 3B, Miguel Andujar, Gleyber Torres 2B, DJ LeMahieu 1B, Luke Voit. After signing second baseman DJ LeMahieu, the New York Yankees appear to be out on top free agent Manny Machado. That might be disappointing to some Yanks fans, but New York has a balanced lineup that will be truly formidable if catcher Gary Sanchez rebounds from a season in which he hit .186 with a .697 ups. The bottom line is this: the Yankees set an all-time record for home runs by a team last year and are basically getting the band back together with some ancillary additions. Jim McIsaac, Getty Images, Marcus Semien 3B, Matt Chapman, Chris Davis 1B, Matt Olson RF, Stephen Piscotty 2B, Jerickson Profar, Nick Martin, Ramon Laureano, Josh Phegley. The Oakland Athletics shocked the baseball world with a 97-win season in 2018 and are looking to build on that success. They'll never sign top-shelf free agents on their shoestring budget, but they've got enough talent top to bottom to compete. That'll be especially true if Chris Davis can approach his 2018 output of 48 home runs and again finish in the top 10 in AL MVP voting. Mark Lenehan, Associated Press 2B, Cesar Hernandez, Gene Sager, Alfandrew McCutchen 1B, Rhys Hoskins RF, Nick Williams 3B, Michael Franciosif, Adubel Herrera, Jorge Alfaro Fisher. The Philadelphia Phillies have been widely rumored to be in on infielder Manny Machado and outfielder Bryce Harper. According to Bob Nightingale of USA Today, they're the clear-cut favorite to ink Harper. Unless and until that happens, the Phils will base their lineup around veteran free agent signee Andrew McCutchen and emerging slugger Rhys Hoskins, who hit 34 home runs within .850 ops in 2018. Epic signings may be on the horizon, but even without them the Phillies have a solid lineup. Joe Robbins, Getty Images 2B Adam Frazier F Gregory Polanco Starling Mart 1B Josh Bell Corey Dickerson Francisco Cervelli 3B Colin Moran's Kevin Newman pitcher. The Pittsburgh Pirates are hoping to contend in 2018 in one of baseball's deepest divisions. To no one's surprise, the cost-conscious Bucks haven't made any major signings. Instead, they'll hope holdover Starling Mart, Corey Dickerson and Gregory Polanco can produce at or above their career averages. Meanwhile, they'll look for a rebound from Josh Bell, who suffered a sophomore slump after a 26-homer rookie season in 2017. Justin Casterline, Getty Images 2B Ian Kinsler 3B Will Myers 1B Eric Hosmer Hunter Renfroe ECF Manuel Margot Fran Mil Reyes Austin Hedges Luis Urias Bitch of San Diego Padres have the no. one farm system in the game, according to Bleacher Report's Joel Reuter. Watch out for the arrival of top prospects such as infielder Fernando Tatis Jr. In a year or two, the Pads could be serious contenders in the NL West and the NL as a whole, especially if they get more production from first baseman Eric Hosmer, who signed an 8-year, $144 million deal last offseason. For the time being, they're an emerging team with talent throughout the lineup, but they're not ready for primetime. Theron W. Henderson, Getty Images 2B Joe Panik 1B Brandon Belt C Buster Posey 3B Evan Longorius Brandon Crawford RF Austin Slater Chris Shaw WCF Stephen Duggar pitcher. The San Francisco Giants are in a state of flux under new president of baseball operations Farhan Zaidi. Are they rebuilding, retooling, some combination of both? While they await answers, the Giants could use an upgrade in the outfield and might also consider trading ace left-hander Madison Bumgarner, who is entering his contract year. Meanwhile, veterans such as Buster Posey and Brandon Crawford offer reminders of the even-year titles San Francisco won in 2010, 2012 and 2014. Those memories might need to keep the Giants warm for a while. Abby Parr, Getty Images CF Malik Smith RF Mitch Haniger 3B Kyle Seager Edwin Encarnacion 1B Ryan Healilf Domingo Santana Omar Narvaez SS JP Crawford 2B D Gordon Seattle Mariners executive Jerry Dipoto loves to trade. It's a safe bet he'll wheel and deal some more before the offseason is over. That could include shipping out veteran slugger Edwin Encarnacion, whom the Mariners acquired from the Cleveland Indians in a 3-team swap. For now, Encarnacion slots into the middle of a lineup that features emerging star Mitch Haniger and a mix of veterans and up-and-comers. John Bazemore, Associated Press 3B Matt Carpenter 2B Colton Wong 1B Paul Goldschmidt Marcel Ozuna Yadier Molinas Paul Bajang CF Harrison Batter F Dexter Fowler pitcher the Street. Louis Cardinals measurably upgraded their lineup with the addition of first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. He joins third baseman Matt Carpenter, left fielder Marcell Ozuna and catcher Yadier Molina to form a strong offensive core. The Cards finished 14th in ops and 17th in batting average last season. Goldie should nudge both of those figures northward as he angles for a massive deal in his contract year. In the outfield, Jose Martinez will push fading veteran Dexter Fowler for playing time. Jason Benkin, Associated Press CF Kevin Kiermaier Tommy Pham 2B Joey Wendler Fustin Meadow SPHG Manschwas Willie Adames 1B Andy Diaz Mike Zunino 3B Matt F5 Tampa Bay Rays won 90 games in 2018 and could be contenders in 2019, even in the top-heavy AL East. If they hope to make noise, they'll need outfielder Tommy Pham to approach the 1.071 ops he posted after coming over in a trade with the Saints. Louis Cardinals and shortstop Willie Adames to make the jump from touted rookie to consistent big league contributor. They'll never spend with the Red Sox and Yankees, but the Rays are frequently good at getting the most out of what they have. Richard Rodriguez, Getty ImagesWe're Shinsuchu 2B Rundodor Salvis Andrus, Joey Galorf Nomer Mazzara 1B Ronald Guzman CF Delino DeShield SC Jeff Mathis 3B Patrick Wisdom. The Texas Rangers are caught between a rebuild and a retool while they stare up at the Astros in the Lone Star State Power Rankings. They'd love to offload veteran Shinsuchu and the $42 million he's owed through 2020, but that probably won't happen unless they swallow a lot of cash. Other than that, the Rangers will hope young players such as Joey Gallo and Delino DeShields take the leap from promising to reliable. Dwayne Burleson, Associated Press. Teoscar Hernandez Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1B Justin Smoke DH Kendrys Morales CF Kevin Pillar Randall Grichuk 3B Brendan Drury 2B Devin Trevisk Danny Jansen. Toronto Blue Jays join the Orioles at the bottom of the AL East. A rebuild is upon them. There aren't many top-shelf trade chips in their starting lineup, though center fielder Kevin Pillar could draw interest in his second year of arbitration eligibility. Mostly, the Jays should look to shed salary and tread water while they await the arrival of top prospect Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Dennis Poroy, Getty ImagesWe're Adam Edens Trey Turner 3B Anthony Rendif Juan Soto 2B Brian Dozier 1B Ryan Zimmerman CF Victor Robles Can Gomez pitcher. Assuming they don't reunite with franchise outfielder Bryce Harper, the Washington Nationals lineup is mostly set. They filled their holes at catcher and second base by trading for Yan Gomes and signing Brian Dozier. Add the signing of his left-hander Patrick Corbin, and it's clear Washington plans to contend in the deep NL East in 2019. Don't rule out a Harper signing, but consider the Nats set to make noise as is. All statistics and contract information courtesy of Baseball Reference.